everybody, it's the Game Corner here. Today I'm playing a little indie horror sci-fi game called Conscience by the team called Rune Closet Games. Anyways, let's get right into the video. This game contains content that may be triggering for some viewers. Player discretion is advised. Would you like a more detailed trigger warning? Sure. This game contains depictions of flashing lights, cursing, violence, crime, drug use, character death, and slurs. It also contains themes of death, sci-fi racism, albinism, and discriminant association. Are you sure you would like to continue playing this game? Yes. So if you guys are triggered by any of those things, please check out my other content that doesn't have this stuff, okay? Thank you. Well then, let's get started. The Lemury 485 is a luxury vehicle built for on-planet Hoover travel. Its popularity inspired a number of cheap knockoffs built some more so to look like Lemury 485s than to be functioning hovercrafts. Do you know what's going on? And that's hive mind. No, of course. You are named Conscience, a new strand in our hive mind, a galaxy-wide neutral network dedicated to helping biologicals get into the good afterlife. You will enter the lives of these biologicals and guide them in a way that makes them confront their morality. Sometimes this requires steering them further in the wrong direction, till they get to a point where they realize their mistakes. Do you understand? Yes. Excellent. Your first assignment is a Siliconian pop star by the name of Zeno Kazipax. This should be a fairly easy one. You seem weird. What's your deal? I'm just a bartender. Oh, cool. Well then, can I have another one? Sure. Great, thanks. As Zeno takes a sip, a familiar song begins to play. Yo, this is my song. I wrote this song. Why isn't my song playing? This is your party. A flash of recognition crosses Zeno's face. Wait, so you're serving drinks at my party? Does that mean I hired you? Yes. Huh, I don't remember hiring you. You're very forgetful. Rude. Zeno begins to slur their speech even more before closing their eyes and falling over. You check on them, they're breathing but passed out. You try to make your way through the crowded party, carrying Zeno to an unoccupied bedroom where you lay them down on their side to rest. You return to the party, raging downstairs, taking station behind the bar. This has set you even more behind schedule. Aw, man. It's morning, and you're cleaning up after the party with the other staff. By the time Zeno comes down the stairs... Hey, you! I remember you! Me? You with the face! Zeno runs right to you. Last night, you helped me. Why? If you die, I don't get paid. Ha! At least you're honest. No matter what your reason was, I'm glad you did it. There aren't a lot of people in my life that would do that kind of thing. You might be worth keeping around. I thought I was just here for the party, man. What do you say about being my bodyguard today? Me? I've got a concert tonight. I'll give you a backstage pass. Also, payment in credits, obviously. Sure. Happy to hear it. First up, Galactic Mart. Shouldn't you get ready first? The after party looks, is a part of my brand. I can't have people thinking I've cleaned up my act. You follow Zeno out to their Lemury 485. They indicate for you to sit in the passenger seat. The alien landscape flies as Zeno drives. Why Galactic Mart? I was supposed to get supplies for the concert last night, but I passed out before the deal. So now we're going to last minute run before practice. Supplies? Yeah, those things. Was supposed to get it in the burnout, but I guess I'll sell for some over-counter stuff. People will probably bring their own, but I want to make sure there's enough to go around. Can you imagine if someone came to my concert and didn't have a good time? I'd feel ruined. Why do you care? 'Cause, like, if they didn't have fun, they go home and talk bad things. And people would think, oh man, Zeno concerts suck, I never go into one of those. Whatever, man, we're almost there. Zeno parks the car, you follow them into the store. Bright fluorescent lights illuminate the seemingly infinite aisles. You hear not-so-quiet whispers from two adolescents as they stare to Zeno. Do you think that's them? I don't know, it could be anyone. It's definitely them. Should we, like, go say hi to them? Oh, but what if they think that's, like, totally annoying? They won't, probably. Whatever, this could be our only chance to actually talk to them. The two fans walk up to Zeno. Hey, I'm sorry to bother, but, like, are you Zeno? In the silicone, what's up? Oh my god, it's them! The two adolescents suddenly go quiet, whispering to each other. What should I say? I don't know. Let me guess, you want a crypto capture? Oh my god, yes! The two fans move closer to Zeno, posing and smiling with the flash of the holocam. Aw, that's actually a pretty nice picture. Thank you! We're actually going to your concert later tonight, but it's super awesome to actually talk to you. Well, if I see you tonight, I'll make sure to say hi. I'll never forget a face. That's good now, too. The fans swoon before happily skipping away. Your fans seem young. What can I say? My music speaks to the new generation. Didn't you say before that your fans were adults? Did I? I don't think I did. Besides, most of them are adults. If you say so. Last time I checked, you were my bodyguard, not my PR team. If you got some issues with my age demographic, bring it up with them. Jeez. Whatever. You both stay silent while Zeno checks out and walks to their groceries to the car. I probably won't actually need you at practice, I mean. Pretty sure that the venue has its own securities, so if you want, I can just pay you and let you go. Why would I do that? What, leave? Well, I mean, you aren't exactly a fan of me. I figured you might want to hang out with someone else. Just because I have issues, I'm not supposed to be. With your business practices doesn't mean I hate you. Yeah, well, maybe I don't want some moral high ground following me around. How about that? Unfortunate. You can't help them improve if they won't listen to you. No matter. We cannot cry over spilled, whatever that is. There is no scarcity of biologicals who require our services, and so you have options when it comes to your next assignment. There's Kavi Zeno, a high school junior facing turmoil with their social circle, or there's Octavia Butler, a neuroscientist currently trying to cure the incurable. Let's go for Octavia. This traps the host in a hallucinatory dreamscape created by their brain as it reacts to the chemicals used by the slug to slowly melt it. Fun fact. The small coffee is incredibly crowded, or coffee shop. There are no empty tables. Hey, mind if I sit? Knock yourself out. What are you working on? I said I could sit, not talk. Sorry. There's a moment of silence. Stupid barista couldn't even get my order right. It's really busy in here. I'm sure it was a mistake. Oh, you're one of those people. What? Just, if the baristas can't do their jobs, well, they're lucky they haven't been replaced with droids. This area doesn't have a lot of droids. Yeah, not yet. What does that mean? I work for Avitech. A new model of waterproof droid just came out. We're making an office here. Oh, no, impressive. We'll get on our good side. I know, right? The robotics team is hella impressive. A lot of droids work in robotics? Surprisingly, no. My friend, Isabella, she's a biological. She says there's only one droid on her whole team. Wow. I know, right? After our S-57, everyone assumes droids love making more of themselves, but I guess not. So, how'd you get into droid manufacturing? Oh, I'm not in that department. I actually work in medical devices. Really? Yeah, trying to make less expensive alternatives to current CSI prevention. That seems dangerous. How so? Aren't you worried they'll, I don't know, target you? They're slugs. I'm not a scientist, but, like, come on. They're not that smart enough for a coordinated attack like that. I guess. Anyways, what do you do? I'm a professor. Really? At the college? I used to teach there. What department are you in? Moral philosophy. Ah, a one-person department, I assume. Maybe. Morals were never really my thing. That's a bit scary to hear from a doctor. Octavia shrugs. Oh, my name's Octavia, by the way. I'm conscience. I shouldn't say I know. I guess your name really does decide your career. I should have been a writer. She laughs a bit to herself. I guess. Anyways, I think I'm gonna have to reorder my coffee. I can't drink this stuff. Alright, good luck. She gets up to wait in line. Octavia stands behind a mirror man in the line and moves slowly but eventually gets to the front. After ordering, she walks back to the table. It should be ready in a few minutes. So, Avitech didn't even know they had a medical department. Well, I didn't know this college had a moral philosophy department. Touché. But yeah, it's mostly for making assistive devices. Kind of stupid, still got people who needed those anyway nowadays, but I guess it's big business. What do you mean by that? Just like, okay, so your legs don't work, gotcha. But why would you use a wheelchair or crutches when you could just, I don't know, get robotic legs? I'm sure plenty of people do get android prosthetics. Well, not enough, like I said. Assistive devices are a big business. Not everyone can afford robot legs. Do you have any idea how much a modern wheelchair costs? The gravity adjustments alone. What about disabilities that aren't specific to one body part? So replace the whole body. Some people like their bodies. Seems weird to be emotionally attached to something that's broken. I guess hard to judge when it's something you haven't experienced. I guess. She takes a sip of her now cold, incorrect order again before spitting it out. I swear, when will my order be done? You hear a call as the participant announces Octavia's order. She gets up and sets the drink down in front of her. She takes a sip before spitting it out again. You're noticing she does that a lot. I'm calling one of them over here. She raises her hand and aggressively flags over a barista. Yes, is everything okay? No, I've gotten the wrong order twice now. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. We'll get you a replacement right away. What was your order? Antimatter plane. She pronounces it like she expects the barista to mishear her. I'll get that to you right away, ma'am. You better. That last part was under Octavia's breath, but by the way, the barista walked away. You could assume she heard it. Maybe you should try being a little nicer to them. I will once they start doing their jobs right. Shrugs. Fine, you're the one who's gonna get spit in her coffee. She makes a disgusted face. Just saying. Whatever. So, if you don't want to make assistive devices, why do you work at Avitech? Like I said, most of the department does the assistive stuff. I got my own team working on the treating CSI. Dictating your career to the eradication of a species seems a little harsh, don't you think? A parasite, what kind of species can only survive by killing others? Every carnivorous one? She rolls her eyes. Seriously, come on. You know that isn't what I meant. That's what you said. Who knew a philosophy professor would take everything so literally? I'm full of surprises. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay then, tell me something surprising. Let's see. Insector or siliconoids? Siliconoids were the first species unable to properly classified into biotic or abiotic due to their synthetic and semi-periodic nature. You sure do know a lot about biology for someone that isn't a scientist. I like to stay educated on these sorts of things. You're fascinating. I'll take that as a compliment. It was meant as one. It isn't your job to make friends with your assignments. Sorry. You don't appear to be succeeding. Are you certain you can handle your next assignment? I'm trying. Well, I admire your confidence, though I must warn you, this next assignment is difficult high school. Cholerico Nestle, a straight-up rat trying to clean up their act. Oh, so this is a different one then. Good luck. The term artificial plants has been suggested for these evolved RS, but it has not been universally adopted. What the hell are you doing? What? Snap back, man. I need you with me. Oh, sorry. It's fine. Just, like, head in the game, okay? Got it. Okay, man. Remember the plan? Yes. Awesome. Let's do this. Gillespie disappears around the corner, leaving you alone. I'm climbing onto the roof. You climb the wall like a wet cat clawing its way up a tree. You keep slipping, but eventually you make it to the roof. You unscrew the vent cover and worm your way inside. Oh gosh. I'm guessing we're robbing something. You crawl your way through the vents. Down, then left, then down, then left again until you make your way to the vault room. You see a fancy room filled with silver treasure, but your target is on a pedestal near the center, a deep magenta gemstone. You lower yourself down carefully and snag the gem. Immediately, alarms begin to blare. You hurriedly squeeze yourself back into the vents and head out to the roof. You see Penelope panicking in the alleyway. You slide down to her. What the heck happened? You hold up the gemstone. What about the plan? I was supposed to get the stone because I had the counterweight to stop the alarm going off. I'm sorry. It was faster. So what, you think you're better thief than me? That's not what I meant. Let's just go. The enforcers will be here in a minute. You follow Penelope, I won't keep messing up her name, as they rush away from the building. Red and blue lights gather behind you. Once you're far enough away, she stops. Their chest heaves as they catch their breath. You still got it? You hold up the gem. Good. And then they collapse. It's snowing, I think, too. You sit on the ground beside them. You could hear their heavy breathing relax a bit. You stay with them, waiting as time passes. The red and blue fade. There is no sun to rise. How long was I out? You shrug. She stands up, stretching as they look around. The communicator on their hip buzzes. Oh, come on. What's wrong? Our buyer ran into some trouble. He's pushing out rendezvous. They need to lay low. That guard definitely saw my face, so no going back in the city. I know where to go. You sure? You've already effed up the mission. Trust me. Fine. Penelope follows you away from the city and out to the fungal fields of LS9. It's cold here, nearly freezing. You watch as Penelope holds their jacket tighter. Dang road planets. Up ahead, you see light coming from the windows of a stone cottage. You knock on the door. Oh, hello there. Hi, we're freezing out here. Would you mind if we came in for a bit? Of course, come on in. The old woman opens the door, and the two of you follow her into a warmly lit kitchen. We have supper in the oven. You're welcome to have some. That would be lovely, thank you. What brings you to LS9? Just some work. We'll be leaving in a few quarters. Oh, what do you ladies do for work? We're traders. Well, that's a fun job, ain't it? Get to go around visiting all kinds of planets, I guess. Though I'm sure it must be exhausting, especially for someone like you. What's that supposed to mean? Just your crucious love. Oh, my daughter used to use all sorts of mobility aids, but none of them ever worked quite right. She ended up getting a consciousness transfer. Interesting. What is she doing now? No longer with us, I'm afraid. Technology wasn't quite up to scratch back then. Oh, I'm sorry. It's plenty alright, love. The old woman pulled up a large dish out of the oven before setting it down on the table. Now this ought to be warm you right up. Penelope gives themselves a small portion. The woman looks at you expectantly, but looks away again when she realizes you won't be eating. So, what do you trade? All sorts of things. Sounds exciting. It's alright. This food is wonderful, by the way. Oh, thank you, dear. You excuse yourself from the table, but this isn't going how it's supposed to. You stand in the bathroom looking at yourself in the mirror. You hear a knock at the door. Hey, you okay, dude? Why are you so calm? This lady seems chill. I'm not too worried about her ratting us out. But what if they find us? By being here, we're putting her in danger. I hadn't thought of that. I mean, we can leave if you want. What do you mean you hadn't thought of it? Do you not realize that your actions have consequences? Okay, dude, calm down. 1, you took us here, not me. 2, no, not really. It's my life. I'm doing what I can to survive. As long as I am not going out of my way to be a douche, I'd consider myself better than a good portion of the galaxy. What about your family? What? You didn't think running away to become a smuggler would affect them at all? That they might be worried about you? How did you... You can't just survive for yourself. Not doing bad things isn't enough. You have to actually be doing good things. Congratulations. You are perfectly mediocre. But don't worry about all that. C is passing grade after all. I'm sure you'll get the hang of things next time. Okay, let's try to get another ending. Yes, we already saw all of that, so I already know. Don't need to explain more. Alright, continue. I know what to do. Excellent. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. Can I skip to, like, the ones that I have? Let's see. Auto. What even is the deal? Bro, that's deep. But like, you're the bartender, right? Cause this is a bar and I really love a drink. You've drunk enough. Come on, dude, seriously? Fine, here you go. Great, thanks. As Zeno takes a sip, a familiar song begins to play. Yo, this is my song. I wrote this song. Why is my song playing? This is your party. A flash of recognition crosses Zeno's face. Wait, if you're serving drinks at my party, does that mean I hired you? Yes or no? No. Well, why are you here then? Because I have to be. That's very cryptic. Zeno begins to slur their speech even more before closing their eyes and falling over. You check on them. They're breathing, but passed out. You try and make your way through the crowded party, carrying Zeno up an unoccupied bedroom, where you lay them down on their side to rest. You return to the party downstairs, taking station behind the bar. This has set you up even more behind schedule. I mean, I try my best, man. It's morning and you're cleaning up after the party with the other staff by the time Zeno comes down the stairs. Hey you, I remember you. Stay quiet this time. You with the face. Zeno runs right to you. Last night you helped me. Why? It's the right thing to do. You carried me up the staircase. It's safer to be passed out drunk in a private room than a massive party. No matter what your reason was, I'm glad you did it. There aren't a lot of people in my life that would do that kind of thing. You might be worth keeping around. What do you say about being my bodyguard today? I'm going to a concert tonight. I'll give you a backstage pass. Also, payment and credits, obviously. Alright, why not? Happy to hear it. First up, Galactic Mart. Alright, just follow. You follow Zeno at their Lemuri 485. They indicate for you to sit in the passenger seat. The alien landscape flies as Zeno drives. Do you need a bodyguard? When people love you as much as people love me, it can get pretty dangerous. I'm like their whole world. Most of the time, it's cool or whatever because it's just means they listen to my music and come to concerts and buy merch and stuff. But sometimes it's less cool. Do you think that's healthy? What are you, a shrink? It's just a question. Whatever, man. We're almost there. Zeno parks the car. You follow them into the store. Bright fluorescent lights illuminate the seemingly infinite aisles. You hear not-so-quiet whispers from two adolescents as they stare at Zeno. Do you think that's them? I don't know. It could be anyone. It's definitely them. Should we, go say hi to them? Oh, but what if they think that's totally annoying? They won't, probably. Whatever, this could be our only chance to actually talk to them. The two fans walk up to Zeno. Hey, sorry to bother you, but, are you Zeno? And the silicone, what's up? Oh my god, it's them! The two adolescents suddenly go quiet, whispering to each other. What should I say? I don't know. Let me guess, you want a crypto capture? Oh my god, yes! The two fans are closer to Zeno, poised and smiling with a flash of the holocam. Thank you! We're actually going to your concert later tonight, but it's super awesome to actually talk to you. Well, if I see you tonight, I'll make sure to say hi. I'll never forget a face. The fans swoon before happily skipping away. Are those them? Who? The fans you wanted protection from. Don't underestimate them. Next thing you know, one of those girls is breaking into my house wearing a papier-mâché mask on their face. Did that happen? The break-in and the mask? Not simultaneously yet. Jeez. Both stay silent as Zeno checks out and walks their groceries to the car. So, practice. Practice? It's time for the pre-concert practice. There was another awkward moment of silence. If you want to skip, don't you need practice? I mean, not really, it's EDM, it's all pre-recorded. They laugh nervously. My hollow instruments practically do all the work. I don't think that's true. What? Anyone could buy those hollow instruments, but not just anyone could create your own music. Zeno goes silent for a moment. Like those kids in your store, they were so excited to see you. They listen to your music and they hear something that's special. Something that justifies traveling light years just to see you. Don't write yourself out. You can hear the car tires against the road and the alien advance in the distance. It's a long moment before Zeno speaks. Okay. Zeno drives you both to a large concert venue on the outskirts of a city. They signal for you to follow them into the venue and backstage. Waiting for you, there are some M-Techs as well as a manager droid. They all look very professional, and you pump out your chest, trying to look bodyguardish. Nice to see you, on time for once. I'm capable of many surprising things. The manager droid claps her hands together. Well then, I'll leave you two to practice. Hell yeah. Xeno summons their array of holographic instruments as the M-Techs connect them to various speakers. Seeing them like this, you should wonder how those instruments even make sound. Technology was never really your thing. After half of a quasart of practice, the manager droid barges in. Alright everyone, let's start this concert. You turn to Xeno. Are you ready? Born ready. A bombardment of hollow instruments surround them as they begin to play. Below, there are adolescents drinking and singing and dancing. Don't do this, guys. For a few quartets or so, everyone here is immoral. And there is nothing of anyone's mind but how to make the most fun. That was awesome. That was awesome, right? You were awesome. Oh, thanks? The manager droid approaches the two of you. Another good show. Why, thank you. I assume you have some sort of after-party planned. You know it. Well then, why don't you head out? The staff here can handle the cleanup. So, speaking of the party, would you want to come? Who am I kidding? Of course you do. As they drive you back to the condo, you look out the window at the rural fields of the planet. You come to a fork in the road. Let's go right. Sure? Xeno turns right. Is this like a shortcut? There's something you need to see. Okay. You see red and blue lights get blurry ahead of you. Oh! So we're going to go near the crime scene or something. Oh, no, that's even worse. Xeno stops the car. The road is blocked by an ambulance pulling an adolescent biological out of her car. Her legs injured friend sits as she very gargly talks to the medics. Those are the girls. Oh. Xeno stands silently staring at the scene for a moment. We should get out of here. Sees this consequence. The car pulls away quickly, going back down the road until you reach the fork again, and swiftly turn left. Do you think she's gonna be okay? She seemed pretty injured. But why would you say that? Because you needed to hear it. What do you mean by that? You think that somehow this is my fault just because they were driving home from my concert? They were underage, driving drunk on alcohol you brought. The car stops abruptly as Xeno bursts into tears, hand clenching the steering wheel. She's gonna die, and it's my fault. Congratulations, assignment complete. There is no scarcity of biologicals who require your services, and so you have options when it comes to your next assignment. There's Kavi Zisol is high school junior facing turmoil within her social circle, or there's Octavia again. I think I'll go for Kavi this time. There is no current cure for CSI, but there are multiple ways to prevent it. Oh wait, no, I did the other one. Wait, no, I did this one. Oh, cool. Okay, everyone, time to partner up. Miss, I thought this would be an independent project. I'm sorry, Kavi, but you have to have a partner. The teacher lowers her voice. Maybe you could have partnered up with a new student. I'm sure they would use a friendly welcome. Kavi walks up to you with an extroverted sigh. Hi, wanna be my partner? Sure. Great. Kavi sits down next to you, periodically looking over at the students sitting across from the two of you. So, what's your favorite native flora or fauna? Gastropia and whatever. Those aren't native. Oh, just because they're a type of insect doesn't mean they're from an insector. Come on. Why didn't you choose them? Oh, okay. I hate being the smart one. Whatever. How about this one? Kavi holds up a biology book. Turn to a page on Pearson's Venus butterfly. Sure. Awesome. These things are super cool, so it'll be like a total breeze. Did you know after they mate, the female will cut off the male's head? It is actually pretty common in insects. I wish we could do that. Girly. I mean, theoretically, we could, but like, I'd go to jail if I did. Yes, you would. You're about to respond when the bell rings. Lunchtime! Remember, everyone, your presentation is due the first thing tomorrow. There's a group of grown from the class before the usual noises of packing and walking out. Kavi just stands there next to you, watching them leave. Do you, want to eat with me? So we can work on the project, Avi? Aw, sure. You both pack up your stuff and head for lunch. The cafeteria is packed, and the line for the school lunch looks like a mile long. Eat the lunch pack. I'll wait in line with her. Copy follows, standing beside you in line. Oh, speaking of flora and fauna, what species are you? I haven't seen anyone like you before. That's kind of rude to ask. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. As the line moves forward, someone bumps into Kavi. You recognize them as the same person she was staring at biology. Oh, sorry. Watch where you're going. What's their problem? Oh, I don't know. Okay. You make your way to the front of the line. Aren't you going to get something to eat? I don't eat. Then why did you wait in line? I wanted to wait with you. Oh, okay. Come on, let's sit down. So, Parsons Venus verifly, PVB for short, it's native to the humid jungle regions that make up most of the insect sector, and its diet consists mainly of young, medium-sized creatures. According to the syllabus, we need to make a moral model or diagram included with our trifold. Okay. You good at crafts? You good at trapping? Crafts. Yeah, I've got tons of supplies in my dorm. Alright then, let's meet up there to make the trifold together. You're waiting outside Kavi's dorm when the final bell rings. She looks surprised to see you. Oh, hey. Hi. I was worried you wouldn't show, since I forgot to tell you which room was mine. I figured it out. Oh, okay. So you're ready to make the model? Yeah. You're both incredibly focused as you work. Kavi cuts and glues together appropriate colors of scratch paper in order to create a PVB model and attaches it to the trifold that you're diligently covering with information. And done. What do you think? It looks good. Yes. See you tomorrow? Oh, yeah, sure. The next day, you present your trifold to class, and that is why we choose Parsons Venus butterfly as our favorite native fauna. Excellent job, you two. Does anyone have any questions? A small centipede raises one of the many hands and asks a question which Kavi happily answers. She looks briefly at the student in the back of the class for approval. They aren't looking, they're talking and laughing quietly. Yeah, she has a huge crush on that one. Kavi looks down. Aw. If the assignment was completing the project, then you wouldn't have gotten an A. Unfortunately, it wasn't. An unfortunate drop in performance quality. However, I have confidence that you will turn this around. Your next assignment is Roger Herman, a Helion trying to reconcile his relationship with his daughter. Aw, do not mess this up. Fun fact, the term artificial planets have now been suggested for these evolvers, but it has not been universally adopted. You watch as the nervous characters finishes setting up their snacks. There's two other attendees, a sorcerer and an asteroid. They're making remarkably bad attempt at small talk. Are these meetings always so empty? Judging by the look on the chairperson's face, you assume so. They clap their hands together. Okay, everyone, I think it's time to we got started. A door behind them opens and a gruff-looking Helion enters. Sorry I'm late. Oh, no problem, we're just getting started. The chairman looks around at the group. Does anyone want to go first today? Okay then, how about we go around the circle with our names and pronouns? I'm Theo, any pronouns? They turn around to the sorcerer on the right. Oh, Oliver, she, her. Callum, he, him. Conscience. Is that your real name? Oliver? Sorry. Theo turns to the Helion. Roderick, he, him. Excellent, Oliver. How about we start this off? Oliver rolls her eyes. Why not? My name's Oliver, and I'm an addict. Oh, it's one of these meetings. Hi, Oliver. I started drinking really young while I was still a larvae. I don't really know why. I mean, things weren't great, but they weren't normal, you know? Always. Anyways, I ended up getting into some trouble because once I was out of the high school, I couldn't get a job, let alone hold it down. And what's brought you in today? It's Thursday. We have these meetings every Thursday. I know, I meant, what compelled you to come today, other than the schedule? Oh, I don't know. Nothing really. This has just been like every other one, depressing as heck. Okay, how about you, Colin? What about you today? It was an anniversary of my sister's decommission last Monday. Colin and Roderick made eye contact for a moment. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sure that was very hard for you. Well, that's the thing. I wasn't built till after she died, so I never knew her. My manufacturers held a get-together like they do every year, and everyone was crying and talking about their memories of her. And I was just there. Like, I knew I was supposed to feel sad, but how do I mourn someone I never met? Oliver nods. I totally get that. Funerals are so awkward when you don't know that person. I know, right? It feels like I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm not really there, like there's a pane of glass between me and the rest of the world. Like I'm not real. That's dissociation. Let's try not to get a psychoanalyze other participant, okay, Conscience? No, it's fine. My therapist said a similar thing. Well, Conscience is your therapist, so... Wait, are you a therapist? You shrug. Something like that. Holy heck, a therapist named Conscience? That is so funny. Theo claps their hands together sharply. Let's get back on track, shall we? Conscience, how about you share why you're here? Lie. I have been having a really rough week. Work's been stressful. It isn't an easy job. Care to elaborate? It's just dealing with everyone else's problems. It feels like I don't have any time left over to deal with my own stuff. I get that. It's so easy to let work consume your life. What do you all do for work? I'm a cashier. I'm a ship repairman. Their eyes of the group fall on Roderick. I'm retired. Yo, seriously? It's so hard to retire these days. You must be like rich or something. Not exactly. Well, what did you used to do? I was in the military. Dope. Did you do like unlive people and stuff? Oliver! I was just asking. Another look exchanged between Colin and Roderick. I'd rather not talk about it. That's perfectly alright. Thank you for your service. Colin lets out a stifled laugh. Colin, do you have something you'd like to say? Nothing. Long silence. Anyways, my marriage was already on the rocks because I left for the war. So when I came back, started drinking, it all fell apart. That tends to happen when you choose violence over your family. Jeez, I was doing what I thought was right at the time. You thought genociding my people was right at that time? Merriman's only been involved in one war past century, so I don't know how you earned that retirement. How about we all calm down? Wait, you were in the cyber wars. I was like 7 when those ended. You don't understand, it was different back then. Different how? Different cause androids were finally gaining sentience and you all referred us as robot slaves? No! Then what was it? What compelled you to leave your family and travel across the solar system just so you could kill mine? I was afraid. I didn't get it. Androids hadn't been people before. They'd just been weapons used by the humans against us. And then there were emergent race of sleeper agents that would pretend to kill your neighbor, then flip a switch one day and then kill you. I thought I was protecting my community, my daughter. Now I know better. If I could go back and choose something else, I would. Then why would you wear those medals? I lost my friends, my wife, my daughter, my entire youth to that war. I guess some part of me still wants to believe it meant something. Stay quiet. Nervous not found. Theo clasped their hands together loudly. How about we all take a break? Theo takes Colin into a separate room. Let's see about these guys. That was wild, huh? You shrug. Roderick looks down at the floor. Maybe I should just go. No way, man. Theo normally shuts things down before things get this interesting. I just think my presence here is making Colin uncomfortable. I mean, you did participate in the attempted genocide of his species. Roderick wears a blank, horrified expression. But people change. What you did back then doesn't matter nearly as much as what you're doing now. Ain't really my place to forgive you, though. That's kinda up to Colin. Theo and Colin re-enter the room. It is clear Theo gave Colin a stern talking to. Okay, now how about we get back to sharing? Remember, this is a judgment-free zone. I think I'll get going, actually. Wait, but... Roderick looks at Colin as he leaves. You have every right to be mad, and I don't expect forgiveness just because I changed. He smiles to himself. I think that's a lesson I had to learn. Congratulations. You are perfectly mediocre. But don't worry about that. C is a passing grade after all. I keep getting C's. I'm sure you get a hang of things next time. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!